But how exactly is this Happy Meal toy gonna destroy a giant death sphere?
The Happy Meal has been pretty much irresistible to kids since its inception in 1979, and the 2010s were no different. Here are 10 of the best Happy Meal toys of the 2010s. Emojis.
Skull emoji, smiley face.
In 2016, you couldn't go anywhere without spotting an emoji. The little yellow bundles of emotion that became text message sensations were all over the place, not just on your phone. This, of course, came as a direct result of the Emoji Movie, which captured the hearts and minds of children all over the world. Never being one to miss out on a good fad, McDonald's joined in on the emoji bandwagon and launched a line of emoji plushies to include in their Happy Meals.
Let me in! Let me in!
McDonald's gave kids an extra added bonus in the form of the digital emoji on the McPlay app. Kids could download the app and scan their emojis with a smartphone to unlock various activities, including the Be an Artist drawing tool, as well as other emoji-related games. And to think all it took to captivate children all around the world was a few yellow heads making some funny faces. Well, that and a Happy Meal. Penguins of Madagascar.
Kowalski.
Sorry, sir, no clue.
What's better than a toy penguin? How about a commando penguin willing to protect its zoo at all costs? If this sounds familiar, that's because this is the basic plot of the hit animated franchise Penguins of Madagascar.
There's only one way to find out.
This commando penguin premise is not only a great idea for a kids' show, but also makes for one heck of a Happy Meal toy. Kids network giant Nickelodeon partnered with McDonald's in 2010 to release 2 toy lines based on their Penguins of Madagascar franchise. The first toy set was based on the film series, and the second on the television spin-off. While both sets were well received, it was the second set that made a larger impact. The set featured 8 different Penguins of Madagascar characters, complete with weapon-like action. The action features mirrored the weapons the characters use on the show and included disc-launching Rico, Kowalski, and security guard Skipper, to name a few. These penguins were doing something right. They went from being movie sidekicks to starring in their own TV series, and McDonald's tapped into that star power. Marvel Heroes and Littlest Pet Shop.
Who's a better superhero, Thor or Loki?
Thor!
Why would you say that?
Kids love superheroes. Adults love superheroes. It's safe to say there's been a bit of a superhero craze going on for over a decade now. This is especially true when it comes to Marvel. With the Marvel Cinematic Universe and all the movies, comics, and video games, as well as other media based on the popular characters, it was only a matter of time before McDonald's and Marvel joined forces. McDonald's Marvel Heroes Happy Meal featured 8 of the most popular Marvel superheroes, each with their own heroic action pose. From Wolverine and Captain America to The Thing and Silver Surfer, each figure also included a moving action, such as Hulk's smashing fists. These toys came out just as Marvel was launching its expanded cinematic universe, and the kids loved it. However, not every kid loves Iron Man and Spider-Man. Fortunately, McDonald's was prepared for that fact and offered the popular line Littlest Pet Shop toys for those who prefer mini animals rather than large, bulked-up heroes. The original Littlest Pet Shop toys were based on a 90s animated series for kids. The series and toys fell in and out of favor over the years, but both were relaunched several times over the next couple of decades. It was during one of these relaunches that McDee's featured Littlest Pet Shop toys in their Happy Meals, which included the colorful mini animals, each with a handbag accessory. First time here? Well, become an official BabbleTopper by taking a quick second to hit that subscribe button. Thanks! And now, more Happy Meal toys. Star Wars.
They went to Star Wars land and fought Star Wars.
What happens when 2 of the biggest franchises get together? You get the 2010 McDonald's Star Wars Happy Meal set. The Star Wars Happy Meal toys came as a set of 8, which featured 4 figures and 4 spaceships. Included in the set were Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader, R2-D2, and Yoda. The figures were actually mini storage cases that came with temporary tattoos. While the figures were great, the set also included a Jedi Starfighter and Millennium Falcon, along with other vehicles from the franchise. franchise. While the action figure cases lacked action, their bobblehead-like appearance was both fun and more appropriate for small kids. The various spaceships are a bit more interesting, as each ship comes with a key which activates a launching mechanism within the toy, sending it to a galaxy far, far away, or into the next bedroom, whichever comes first.
There's a show called Shipping Wars. It's actually kind of...
Okay, bye.
McDonald's has often partnered with Star Wars, and not surprisingly, each collaboration has been a huge success. Proof of this can be seen on the resale market, with some of these Star Wars toys going for way more than the cost of a Happy Meal. How to Train Your Dragon 2. There's just something about dragons that seems to capture the imagination of kids and adults, and the 2010s was a time when the dragon flourished in pop culture. With that said, the How to Train Your Dragon franchise was keeping McDonald's busy through most of the 2010s. Coinciding with the release of 2010's How to Train Your Dragon, McDonald's launched their first 8-piece set of toys based on the first film in the franchise. The line featured Toothless and Hiccup, the two-headed hideous Zippleback, and Nadar and Astrid, to name a few, each with a signature action feature. For 2014's How to Train Your Dragon 2 movie release, McDonald's came out with a Happy Meal containing a massive set of 14 toys. Figures included Baby Scuttleclaw, Grump, and Hookfang, along with 11 others. Now that's a lot of Happy Meals being ordered to collect the whole set.
Sounds right, a limited edition collectible.
The burger chain has had so many dealings with the fire-breathing reptiles that perhaps McDonald's should consider changing its name to the House of the McDragon. Hopefully, HBO and George R.R. Martin will let that one slide. Retro fan toys.
Ah, I get it. It's a retro party. Cool.
Yeah, retro.
There's nothing like a blast from the past, especially for toy fans of all ages. Collectors and nostalgic children alike all love a good old retro figure every now and then. So leave it to McDonald's to go that extra mile and give fans a little retro action. To celebrate the Happy Meal's 40th anniversary, the world's biggest burger chain brought back a few of their retro fan toys. These toys were huge fan favorites from various past years. The lineup included 17 figures from classic franchises such as the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, My Little Pony, and Furbies, which were all brought back for retro fans to enjoy.
Gotta get rid of those Furbies. They've turned feral.
McDonald's even included a few of their own classic toys like the cowboy, fireman, and mail carrier McNugget Buddies, and members of the original McDonaldland gang like Grimace and the Hamburglar. So if you had fond memories of McD's toys from back in the day, you likely stopped into your local McDonald's and grabbed one of these 40th anniversary Happy Meals. For your kids, of course. HappyMeal.com.
Yeah, people are ordering everything online these days.
Like it or not, we are a world that's slowly becoming almost entirely digital. This is the world we live in, and for better or for worse, mostly better, people, businesses, and fast food franchises have to evolve and catch up or disappear with the dinosaurs, landlines, and bell-bottom jeans. Like everything else, McDonald's had no choice but to enter the digital world. But in a rather McDonald's kind of way, the world's biggest burger franchises decided to take their Happy Meals online, so to speak.
Online role-playing game.
In 2013, instead of simply getting a toy with your Happy Meal, kids could have their parents scan a QR code that came with the meal and then hit the web. By heading over to HappyMeal.com, there was a ton of cool content waiting for kids on the website, including games such as Draw Together, downloadable ebooks, and coloring sheets. Kids of the 2010s were some of the first to grow up in a totally digital environment. Never wanting to be left behind, McDonald's took one bold step into the future and never looked back. The Happy Meal for the new millennium was here. Roald Dahl books.
The Roald Dahl character, funny.
While you might be thinking, isn't this a list of the best Happy Meal toys? Don't scratch your head just yet. There's something to be said about providing a child with a fantastic piece of literature in place of the traditional toy. While the hit toy of the month with a blockbuster movie tie-in is all well and good, the memories that can be shared with your child reading a Roald Dahl story are everlasting. This must have been the inspiration for McDonald's over in New Zealand when they decided to replace the Happy Meal toy toy with a doll book in 2019. With more and more children continuing to flock towards tablets and smartphones, the idea of encouraging kids to read and take a break from the iPad by gifting the little ones with a book is refreshing, albeit surprising, especially for McD's. The fact that McDonald's, one of the largest toy distributors on the planet, chose to forego the Happy Meal toy shows that even the biggest fast food franchise in the world can have children's best interests at heart. Among others, titles included Amazing Matilda, Lucky Charlie Bucket, and Fabulous BFG, all familiar doll characters. The Roald Dahl children's books were such an unusual Happy Meal gift that they definitely managed to stand out among the rest. SpongeBob SquarePants.
Have you seen this man?
It's the maniac!
Oh, SpongeBob, that lovable, naive resident of Bikini Bottom was one of the biggest cartoons in the 2000s. Kids, teens, and even adults tuned in to watch the antics of the sponge that lived in a pineapple under the sea. The colorful cast of memorable characters was almost destined to be featured as Happy Meal toys, so it came as no surprise when McDonald's launched a line of SpongeBob figures in 2012. However, the toy line was created to promote the 2012 London Summer Olympics, so each of the characters was featured representing a different sport. The massive line of 16 figures included karate SpongeBob, Gary the Skater, tennis Squidward, and fencing Mr. Krabs.
How much? $5. I've only got 7. Deal.
While all the major characters were accounted for, the line included many other variations of SpongeBob taking part in different sports. But most fans were likely okay with their favorite sea filter hogging the spotlight. It seems only fitting that the #1 chef at the Krusty Krab be given his own toy line with the biggest burger franchise in the world. Unfortunately, this set was a UK exclusive. However, if you really need to get your hands on one of these figures, the internet is there to provide. The Last Airbender.
No! Not my cabbage corp!
Once again, it seems like McDonald's can do no wrong when teaming up with Nickelodeon. This time, the world's biggest burger chain and kids programming giant would adapt their popular cartoon series Avatar: The Last Airbender as the latest Happy Meal toy line. The popular kids series turned movie was a no-brainer for both companies to collaborate and create a toy line fit for lovers of Happy Meals and the Avatar franchise. The set consisted of 8 figures from Katara to Aang and also came with a collectible trading card. The toy line was based on the live-action movie rather than the cartoon series, but the toys proved to be very popular regardless. Unlike some Happy Meal sets in the past, the Last Airbender toy line also came with accessories. Some of these non-figure accessories included Aang's water-shooting cannon and Katara's fan. Another win for McDonald's and the ever-expanding Happy Meal toy collection. McD's sure knows what kids want, and offering up Happy Meal toys based on popular TV and movie franchises will always be a surefire hit.
Everything can work.
Got a McD's Happy Meal toy we should talk about? Leave us a comment. Then tap or click on another great video. And a big thank you goes out to all our subscribers.